Best friends of Reddit, how did you meet your platonic soulmate? Not on Reddit. I have 3 and they would kill me if I didn't name them all. 1, our mums were friends and she was going to a mixed school for the first time. She was also kind of scared of guys, and my mum thought that us being friends would help her out. 2, we became friends by accident. She was kind of the sarcastic girl in the class who made fun of everyone. Most people ignored her, but I got annoyed and insulted her back, which started a back and forth until we became friends. 3, she used to do this trick when she couldn't afford food, where she would just come up, talk to me and take my food. I had enough once and just didn't get my food out to see if she would leave. We ended up having a lot in common, and became friends. Music. Church band, orchestra, concert band, and choir. I firmly believe that making music with people is the purest form of human connection. On campus. School. I don't meet him yet. I'm in my late 30s. I met these 2 best friends on Fortnite. They were nice guys, good friends, and I wanted that in my life. I told them I was waiting to find my friend soulmate. We randomly matched with this Australian woman. As the match was ending, at the time we couldn't stay together unless we became friends. I couldn't send her a request, she couldn't send me one. I said, "But I love you." She roared. We eventually figured it out. Over 4 years later, and massive time difference, she's my best friend! When her dad died of cancer 2 years ago, I sent chocolates and gifts to her, her dad and her kids. We talk about all of life's bullshit. One of her daughters will pop up when we're sending voice messages. Hi, Queen! It will be impossible for me to immigrate to Australia, my kids are disabled. One of her daughters wants to come here. Maybe someday we can meet. My best friend and I had an arranged playdate our moms scheduled when we're 5 in summer 1996. We played Mario Kart 64, Star Fox 64, Super Mario 64, and more on the biggest CRT you could ever imagine. We ate cookies and ran through a sprinkler to escape the ghosts that we provoked on the haunted side of the sprinkler. Still buds at 33. Jimmy John's out of high school. I actually didn't like him at first. Now he's like my brother. At work, didn't even like him that much. That's what makes us good friends. We met at an on-campus job when we were sophomores in college. We live in different states now, but still chat a lot online. We play games together once a week. We were each other's best man at our respective weddings. And we joke that we're a little married. I have 2. One I met in 6th grade, 11 years old. He moved to town, about a 10-minute walk from my house, 2 months into the school year. Invited him to a school football game and ended up best friends for over 20 years before his very untimely death last year. The other was a cook at a restaurant I worked at when I first moved to Chicago years back. He hated me as server for a couple months until I slowly won him over. Now that I'm back in my home state, we talk on the phone at least once a week, usually more, and visit each other as often as possible. I was the best man in his very small wedding and the only non-family member invited. Love that dude. And his wife. She's awesome too. Core group is hard to rank, so I'll just go with the 6 of us met at varying times in middle school, high school. 1 more from college. Met him in middle school when he brought me to his friend group. I'm kind of jealous of his girlfriend now. Took his gum. We were both homeschooled and met at this weird survival camp our moms signed us up for. Turns out, we were actually both signed up for a bunch of other miscellaneous events and camps that were coming up. Met through some crappy people who turned out to be dangerous or have seriously fucked up views, but she is my best friend and we have gotten rid of the crappy people from our lives. Everything is good. We did karate in the garage, then rearranged our room for bunk beds so there was more room for activities. The rest is history. Playing FF Civ.